Alright, hello everybody. It's me, Krim, and today we're back with another episode of Star Technology. I think this is episode 19, but I guess I'll see when the episode's over and I go to upload it. I've just got a couple things to show you really quick before we jump in. So for starters, I've filled out most of this wall here. I've just been processing all the different ores that we get out of here, the rock filtrator, and what we've had from the void extractor down there, which I haven't built any more of yet, but I'll probably do that when I expand this building upwards more, but we'll see when I get there. I think I did show this off last episode, but I hadn't used it yet, so I did use it to make I can't remember what that is right now, but you make it from the biochaff. And you get that by putting plant balls into here. And then I've also just been making some heavy oil, because I think we'll be able to use that to make plastic or some type of fuel. But, you know, either way, it's one of our next steps in progression. So, we have that. And I built a whole bunch of solar panels just to give us some extra... Wow, there's a lot of chickens here. Just to give us some extra backup power. And that's leading to what I'm going to show you next. But I guess while we're here, really quickly, I do just want to get started on this. I built our first HV, I guess, like actual HV machines. So we're just gonna set them up right here for now. I'll actually leave that right here. But yeah, I made a chemical reactor and a chemical bath. So with the chemical reactor, we're gonna need that to make the liquid blaze, or sorry, blaze powder, which we'll need to liquefy in an extractor. But then we bring that to the chemical bath, and we're gonna be making ender pearls, because we need that for a whole bunch of MV stuff, or HV stuff, sorry. But right now, my next goal is making this, the prospector. And so I need the ender pearls to make the sensor and the emitter. So we're working on that. That's the first step. I just needed these machines. But I wanted to wait until I got the episode started to actually get them in and running. Because I guess that's a pretty big part of the series. We're finally in HV here, and seems like things are gonna start opening up even more. But yeah, this was my solution to the solar panels, was just put a cell underneath every one and connect them all with the input and output, just because I couldn't figure out any other way to actually get the power out of these. And I didn't want to just put a bunch of machines with solar panels on top of them. So I did that, and we have a pretty big battery buffer now, so that'll probably come in handy at some point. I've slowly been working on upgrading them too. And then yeah, I guess the last thing really need to show you is down here. I finally broke into the under part of this place. I still need to do a roof, but I've done some building, trying to plan stuff out, leaving room around the edges for things like multi-blocks and logistics, stuff like that. Same thing with here. But this is going to be probably where we try and do mythical agriculture stuff. So we will, I guess, get into that sooner or later. I want to do it with HV machines, because it seems like all the recipes are, for the most part, HV or higher. And so up here was kind of where I plan on putting our machines. maybe a couple production lines too, but also some of that'll probably happen in here. But it's gonna get pretty complicated looking at all the recipes and stuff. So we've just been duplicating the Inferium essence here with this multi-block, the, what is it, essence replicator. I have it overclocked to HV too, and so it's only taken 8 seconds per recipe, but I think it's only like 20 seconds for MV. It wasn't too bad. I just decided, oh, okay, well, if I could, I'll try. And I had all this extra power from the solar panels I didn't know what to do with yet. So now we're getting that super fast. So that shouldn't be a bottleneck for us, and we'll be able to get into that pretty quickly. I guess we have some of the stuff. I left all my essence over there, but we'll just make a advanced centrifuge, and we'll need a whole bunch of aluminum to bring power down there as well. But yeah, I guess I'm going to make a cut really quick because I don't know if I actually have everything, but I'll grab an extractor and damn it, I forgot what the other machine I was. Well, I'll remember what the other thing I needed was, and I'll be back in just a second. Alright, we're back. It was the extractor and the centrifuge that I needed. So with the extractor, we're going to take this blaze powder and turn it into liquid form. Should probably grab a bucket too. I don't think I can make one just with stuff I have over here, but it won't take too long. I might even have an empty one in the chest. Oh, we need to put the centrifuge here. But I still need to make a whole bunch of aluminum wire. So just put it there. I did also forget to mention that I made the MV circuit assembler as well. So I guess we'll do a spoiler for next episode. Probably I'm working on the next story of this building here. So that's probably where we'll end up using this for the first time. So I guess we'll just keep it in here for now. But yeah, we'll go grab a bucket really quick. We can make our first ender pearls, and then with that, I think we should just be able to make the advanced prospector. Bucket. Don't have any iron plates. We only need to make that many. One bucket should be enough. I don't think I've crafted plates by hand like that in a while. Take that. We'll start with 2 buckets. Oh, and we're out of power. Guess that makes sense. We're trying to run a lot of machines off of it at once right now. Disconnect that. Barely. But it is working. Seems like, what, will we need another upgrade for that then? Or we might just need to upgrade some of the ones around it too. But we have those, so then... Do I need to do anything with them? I don't think so. Yeah. Just craft them how they are. I don't have any chromium rods. Alright, well, we'll make those really quick. That's no problem. Then we'll craft the other thing. Oh, I need a chromium rod for that too. Alright. Well then, we have enough. That. Make one of these. Oh, I need the display. Aluminum foil. The fine copper wire. We need LV circuits and a glass pane. Okay. That shouldn't be too hard either. There's my assembling machine right here. 4, 4, 1, and 1. Alright. Sweet. Another quest completed. What am I missing? Sorry about all the back and forth, but I think I have the circuits too. Yeah. There you go. Put some of this stuff away really quick. The inventory's getting pretty crowded. Okay. We'll take a look at the quest book here. So we're on our way to getting a better LV circuit. The last one. And that shouldn't be too hard. Let's see, we need plastic. Okay, there's a bunch of different types of plastic, so I'll look into how to get those in a minute. I'll make a cut and see what I actually want to do. Won't be able to get the distillation tower for a little while. Oh, I haven't actually held one of those in my inventory. I'm going to do that really quick. That didn't count. Okay, we'll take that. It wants me to pick the converter back up. Okay. So now we've got a bunch more quests open. That'll be useful. Okay. Oh, clean room. A gamer's nightmare. Huh, okay. Interesting. Wonder what type of multi-blocks that'll be used for. Let's look at how to make this drilling rig. Vanadium steel gear. Okay, we can make this. Looks a lot like the void extractor, but I guess it just puts out oil. No recipes up here. Oh, maybe it mines depending on what I find with this. So we'll go plug that in really quick. Is it? No? Charges, MV tools, charger slot. How do I see the battery on it? Do I need another battery in my inventory? Not enough energy. I know. But why? Gold cable, battery alloy. Liquid polyethylene. Okay. This should be enough. No? Okay, I think we need more polyethylene. Sorry about that. We'll run over here. I've been letting my polyethylene setup here actually fill up a cell because I've needed it for a few things. Like I needed to put it through a fluid solidifier so that we could make some other stuff with the ingots. Right here. Okay. So we need that, and then we put that in the canner. And then hopefully that works. Okay, that'll take a minute. We'll turn that into a battery, and then hopefully then we'll be able to use this. I hope we don't have to make a whole bunch of bridges, though, leading out into the void. But if that's what we gotta do, that's what we gotta do. Come in here. So it looks like we're gonna be able to make... I don't know if that's actually every material we need, but looks like most of them. So we'll want to get started on this quick. We'll definitely need a bigger area than I have set up down there, but maybe I can build some kind of extension off the bottom or something. Yeah, I guess we will need a whole bunch of HV mixers. Okay, we could... I guess that'll be a better option in the future, is giving everything essence and growing it. But for the start, I guess we'll need at least one HV mixer to get some basic essence going. So what do we need for that? I might be able to make that. Let's see. Sweet. Got the mixer. We'll need a whole bunch of more. Okay, we only have 7. Let me switch this. The main recipe was so long. It takes like 75 seconds, but if you do it with nitrogen, it only takes like 50, which is still a while, but a lot better. I just don't have very much nitrogen right now. But, oh, yeah, I need to turn back around. So we'll just have to let that run. There's been times where I've gone AFK for a couple minutes and just let that go in the background, because most of the recipes we're getting into for like alloy metals and stuff take like in the range of a minute for this, unless it's one of the older recipes like steel or something, since it is running at HV power now. I don't even know if that's going to be enough wires. Probably won't be. I wonder if I can get away with putting it here for now. Let that finish doing its thing. I want to check that battery cell also. Okay, right now it looks like we can handle it. To make this earth, fire, and air. I know one of them was less than 4, but I can't remember which one. Okay, stone essence. So I think we're actually going to need like 16 of that to make the seeds, huh? Yeah, okay. So we'll need to make quite a few. So I guess we'll just let that run for a minute. My centrifuge is down there, so we'll need to set up a line going down there here in a minute. And we'll want to use definitely a thicker cable than that as well. But yeah, that's going. And then we check back in here. That. Oh, bunch of quests. Okay. Multi-smelter. That does sound useful. Let's see. I feel like we're going to be in this tier for a little while. Definitely the quest page looks like there's a lot to do. But I think this specific quest page here actually goes through, I think, 3 different voltage tiers. You got IV. Oh, that's the second IV. Okay. Maybe it's only one. It will be following like that into EV. Okay. Styrene, butadiene, rubber. Okay. That actually looks like you get this. Okay, how do you get either of these things? I'm assuming they're oil products. Yeah, okay. So we'll need steam cracked. Lightly steam cracked naphtha. How do you make that? You're okay, heavy oil can be distilled. Okay. This will take a little bit of planning. They're all very specific amounts. But we'll definitely want to automate oil production pretty soon. Can I use... Where'd it go? Can I use this for, like, fuel? Okay, compression dynamo. 480,000 RF from one bucket. Okay. Okay, it's getting pretty complicated, but that's okay. We'll be able to figure that out. And the quest book for this pack has been really good so far too. It's raining. Go check on our wire really quick. Definitely nowhere near enough wire to run down there. We'll hold on to that for now. I'll keep making more. We're actually almost done with that, which is surprising, but luckily we didn't go too far over. But yeah, I guess it's been kind of an eventful episode. I guess as things get more complicated too, the episodes will be more updates on what I've been doing and walking through things rather than doing as much on the fly, just because things are getting more complicated. I have to think about it more kind of while I'm doing it on the fly, so probably just start working more and then going through what I've done. But yeah, we've got that oil, so next episode we'll do that, get plastics, I think, and then we'll have this ready too for making some better circuits. So I don't know. We'll have some room up here, so I'll probably make it to where we have HV circuits being made up here and the parts for them, and then if I have enough extra space, I can maybe fit in the better recipe too. But yeah, we'll have to see for that when we get there. But either way, this was a good episode. I'm happy with the definitely getting into mythical agriculture is going to be a big step. That'll make all of our resource progression or generation, a lot easier. So that'll be good. And yeah, just kind of starting to tiptoe a little bit into HV, but we'll be getting into like actual, fluid processing. I'll have to figure all that out, a little better, but it's been fun so far, and I'm pretty happy with how my build is turning out. The downstairs area where the mythical agriculture is going to be too, it'll be getting more decorated and stuff. I need to do a ceiling and all that. I just threw that together this morning. I saw a cool block and thought, oh, okay, I'll build stuff out of that. But I'll keep decorating that, making it look a little better, and hopefully the production lines in there will make sense too. Because looking at the quest page here too, it is laid out pretty well to where I can like probably just try and make most of these things pretty early and just move on going like this, at least if I'm reading it properly. But yeah, anyways, it's me, Krim. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.